Welcome back, students. Let's continue with the principles of electricity. In principles of electricity, we have studied up to Ohm's law, right? We have studied what Ohm's law. Ohm's law is nothing but V is equal to IR, that is potential difference applied across a resistor or conductor, that is equal to product of current flowing through that conductor and resistance of that conductor. Okay, so let's write the Ohm's law here, which is very helpful in our further classes. See, resistance is the proper resistance. What did I tell? Resistance is the property of the conductor which opposes the flow of current, right? This is what your resistors look like. Resistor is a component which opposes the flow of current or which is used to limit the flow of current. This is how your resistors look like. Okay. See, as I have told you, resistors are used to limit the current. In so many electronic circuits, you can find these resistors to limiting the current, and for various purposes you can see in your for example, old mobile chargers, if you open it, you can see these resistors. Okay, if you open any electronic circuits, you can find these resistors, and if you have any electronics old component, just open it and see it, you can find these resistors. So these resistors are used to limit the current, as I have already told you. What happens, the resistors available will be in the market will be of the least value is 1 ohm. It will be like 1 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm, something like 2.2 kilo ohm, 3.3 kilo ohm, something like that. See, these resistors can be connected. See, if you want, you can come this connected as a single resistor as well as a combination of resistors. See, these resistors can be combined to get the desired value of resistors. That means whatever you have, if you want to construct any electrical circuit, you want some value of resistor which is not available with you. Instead, you have, for example, you have 2 or 3 resistors which is not your desired value. To get desired value of resistance, you can combine these resistance and get the desired value of resistance. How to combine? These resistors can be combined in series or in parallel combination. Okay. See, in series combination, in the sense these resistors are connected end to end. End to end in the sense you have already studied the series combination of cells, I guess. So if you connect these resistors like this, then it will be series combination. Let's study the series combination of resistors. You can combine these, that is combination of resistors in that. First we are going to study series combination of resistors. Let's write the circuit first. If V is the voltage applied across the two resistors R1 and R2 connected in series. Series in the sense end to end connection. One end of the resistor is connected to the one end of the other resistor, and the current is flowing is it as I. If V voltage is applied across the two resistors which are connected in series, that is R1 and R2 are the two resistors connected in series. If V is the potential difference or voltage you can call applied across the resistance and I is the current flowing through it. See, in this circuit can be equivalently written as this is the effective value, or you can series combination you can read as RS, effective value of these two resistors. When these two resistors are connected in series, the effective value of the resistor can be written as a single resistor, that is called as RS. The same current I will be flowing through the two resistors because we are giving the same path. Only one conductor, one line is there, so electrons should flow in this path only. So only one path is given, so the same current, the current flowing through these resistors in series combination, the current remains same in both the resistors. Okay, depending on the value of resistance, the voltage will be dividing across these two resistors. That is, in series combination, current remains same or same current flows in both the resistors, whereas voltage divides among across two resistors R1 and R2, that is V1. After this, write down from here, if V1 and V2 are the voltage across R1 and R2 respectively, then from Ohm's law, the voltage across R1 depends on the resistance, the value of the resistance, that is R1. So current is same, so V1 is equal to IR1 and V2 is equal to IR2. Okay, so the voltage drop, the voltage, whatever the applied voltage should be equal to this V1, the sum of voltages across R1 and R2. So V is equal to V1 plus V2. V is equal to IR1 plus IR2. You can take common, I as common, R1 plus R2. Okay. After this, if I apply Ohm's law, to the circuit B, it's a circuit B, circuit A. What happens? V is equal to IRS. Okay. Call this as equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and call this as equation 4. If I substitute plus R2. So V is equal to R1 plus R2, then Rs, then Rs is equal to R1 plus R. That is, if you connect two resistors in series combination, the total resistance or the effective resistance is equal to sum of the given resistances. In general, if n resistors are connected in series, then Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus etc. Rn. Okay. So if in series combination, if n resistors are connected in series, then the effective value of the resistance is equal to sum of the given resistances, sum of the value of given resistances. Okay. So usually in series combination, the effective resistance will be greater than, always greater than the greatest value of the resistance. For example, I take this as 2 ohm and this 3 ohm. The series, the effective resistance will be 5 ohm. Always it will be greater than the greatest value of the resistance. The derivation is clearly given in the textbook. So follow the textbook, or even you can write this, no problem. Next, the parallel combination of resistors. If two resistors are connected in parallel, are said to be in parallel, then the resistors are connected between the two common points, you can tell. That means both the ends are connected to the both ends. That means you should connect like this. You should be connected like this. That means the resistors are connected in between two common points. The circuit can also be written as the textbook. Don't get confused. These two are the same circuit. So, if I write equivalent circuit for this, the voltage is applied, the effective value of resistance, that is called as Rp, because two resistors are connected in parallel. In parallel combination, the voltage remains same in both the resistors, whereas the current divides. Okay, because when the current is flowing from this path, it will find a diversion. At point A, it will find two paths. The charges will find two paths. In the same way, the current will find two paths, so it will divide between these two paths, and depending on the value of resistance, how much current flows, depending on the the value of resistance, the current flows through this. So, but the voltage remain same between these two, because voltage is nothing but potential difference. Potential between these 2 points will be same. So, potential difference will remain same. Okay. Whereas in series combination, potential difference divides depending on the value of resistance, whereas currents remain same. Here current will divide in parallel combination, but the potential difference remains same. So voltage or potential difference or same voltage drops or voltage remains same across R1 and R2 or across the two resistors, whereas current divides among two resistors depending on the value of resistance. Therefore, I1 can be written as V by R1. See, V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. Equation 1, I2 is equal to V by R2. Okay, the current flowing, the current entering the point should be equal to current leaving the point. That means whatever the current voltage is applied, for that applied voltage a certain amount of current is flowing, that current only divides, and again at the point V those two currents come and joins here, and this, and that will be equal to I. Therefore I is equal to, you can write as I1 plus I2. So I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2, can also be written as 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 into V. Call this as equation number 3. Okay. If I apply Ohm's law, to the circuit B, the equivalent circuit are circuit B, and call this as circuit B and circuit A. What happens? V is equal to I into RP. So if I V by I, therefore I is equal to V by RP. R, you can also write like this, it will be easier. V by RP is equal to I. If I substitute, I call this as equation number 4, the value of I in the equation 4, what happens? V by RP is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Therefore, 1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So, the effective value of resistance R1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Can also be written as R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R. Okay. So, therefore, in parallel combination, RP is equal to effective value of resistance is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. If you take LCM and simplify this, you get RP is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So, in series combination, the resistance RS is equal to R1 plus R2 or in general R1 plus R2 plus R3 etc. Rn. In parallel combination, in general, if n resistors are connected in parallel, then 1 by RT is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 etc. 1 by Rn. Okay, so this is the series and parallel combination of resistors, and when two resistors connected in parallel combination are of equal value, then the effective value of resistance will be equal to half of the value of the resistance. If three resistors are connected in parallel of equal value of resistance, then it will be effective value will be equal to 1/3 of the value of resistance. If n resistors are connected in parallel, then effective value of the resistance will be always equal to 1 by nth of the value of resistance, equal value of resistance. So if the resistors, if two resistors are connected, is of different value of resistance, then the effective value of the resistance will be always equal to less than the least value of resistance even. Okay, so R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. How to simplify this? These two are in series. Therefore, effective resistance RAB is equal to R1 plus R2. RBC is equal to the resistance between B and C points is equal to R3 R4 divided by R3 plus R4, and resistance, value of effective value of resistance RCD is R5. Therefore, to take these as series, the effective value of resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 R4 divided by R3 plus R4 plus R5. This is how we'll calculate the value of resistance when the combination of resistors given. Okay. Okay. We have a simple problems here. Find the total resistance of the series combination given. That means 5 kilo ohm resistance, 10 kilo ohm resistance and 15 kilo ohm resistance are connected in series. So we know that total resistance or effective resistance RTR RS is equal to R1, I will call this as R1, R2 and R3, R1 plus R2 plus R3, or simply you can add up those resistors, then 5 kilo plus 10 kilo plus 15 kilo, that is 30 kilo. It is very important to put the unit as you people do it in physics. So after calculating 30 kilo ohm you should write, then only you will get full marks. Okay. In the next problem, find the total resistance when three 30 kilo ohm resistors are connected in parallel. Let's this 330 kilo ohm resistors are connected in parallel between A and B, and write R1, R2, R3 I call. If three resistors are connected in parallel, RT are 1 by RT is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, that is equal to 1 by 10 kilo, sorry 1 by 30 kilo, 1 by 30 kilo plus 1 by 30 kilo, that will be equal to how much? Calculate it. 1 by 30 15 kilo divided by 1 by 30 is, then calculate it. How much you get? 10 kilo ohm is the answer. 10 kilo ohm. That's 1 by 30 kilo ohm. Calculate it, you get 10 kilo ohm. Okay. Okay. In the next class, we will cover electrical power and electrical energy and solve some problems in this, in the electrical energy, power, current and voltage, whatever we have studied, this will solve some problems on that topics. Okay. Any doubts? Please text me. Thank you.